and welcome to TADSAW Facebook Live, our May 28th edition here in San Antonio, Texas, where it's not a cloud in the sky and it's about 82 degrees out and hopefully no rain. We got plenty of rain the past week. I got about 6 inches of rain at the house, so my weeds are growing really well and strong, especially since I fertilized them, which is always well because they outgrow the draft anyway. Anyway, I want to welcome you all to our last Facebook of May before we hit the summer months in June. And I guess the first thing I need to say is congratulations to the 1700th TADSAW service dog team. I don't know if you've seen our website or visited on Facebook, but we have a picture of Tim and Buddy Maple on there. They're team 1700. They were trained in Texas by Ann, and it's actually a local trainer here in San Antonio. So there wasn't, so they came through with their number, and that was on May 19th. So congratulations to the team, to the hard work, to the trainer Ann, and also want to congratulate the sponsor of the team. The sponsor of the team, 1700, is Tickling Trout from the United Kingdom. And I think you're familiar with some of the work that Tickling Trout has done. They put on the video. They have our Texas Independence. So I want to thank them for supporting our 1700 team. And we'll be getting those coins made up very shortly. But once again, we hit Team 1700, so we're on our way to 1776. May not make it by July, but we got a good shot. We're going to get there before the end of the year. So that's the way we're going to celebrate our 250th anniversary here in the United States for our independence from England, which is funny because the United K is a sponsor of Team 1700, so they've always been our supporters, really. They've always have been back to back of American. So, since I already told you we had Team 1700, I just want to bring you up to date on our current statistics. There are now 1,703 medical art service dog teams across the country. 1,142 are male clients and 561 are female clients. We have 184 Vietnam veterans, 2 Korean War veterans, 88 Train a Dog Save a Family member teams, 20 Train a Dog Save a First Responder team, and 84 Train a Dog Save a Child Civilian Community member teams. Also, a real big announcement is that we now have 24 service dog teams that are the second service dog for that client veteran. And that means that this program works because they only spend about 3 to 4 weeks just doing some finishing touches up on their dog, their service dog, to see that it goes ahead and is successful through the public access test. So congratulations to those teams for showing that the TADSAW program really does work, because we train you to train your dog so you can go ahead and train your next dog, which is a lot different than most of the philosophies of the other service dog organization. They feel like they're the only ones that know how to train the service dog, not the client that has the dog. So once again, heads off to the TADSAW clients, their dogs, and the trainers to make this all possible. I'm very appreciative because they make me look like I'm the smart one in the bunch. And really, I just wear the janitor's hat cleaning up all the mess. We're still the leaders and damn well earned it. Diversity. Anybody who needs a service dog, you apply for the dog. The only thing that keeps you from getting a service dog is you not filling out and submitting your application. When you submit your application, pretty much you're in the program. You don't submit your application, not much I can do to help you, except help you fill out the application. What of the whole bunch of things I was going to talk about? I'll bring up some other things. For those who know an athlete or a high school student or elementary student or a college student, I came up with a term called performance-induced anxiety depression syndrome. It's really for anybody who has to perform something, whether it's music, sports, grades. When you get anxious and depressed because you're trying to make somebody else feel better because of all the hard work you do, sometimes there's a letdown. And that's not a mental illness, mental mental health condition. That's just a burnout that you need something to go ahead and take your interest to someplace else. It is your performance. It's the pressures that are put on you as a young person, a middle-aged person, or even an old person to have to make somebody else smile all the time. And sometimes you just are tired of, having to please everybody else. But remember, you don't have to please everybody else, but you have to please yourself. And that's where the service dog comes in, because when you go through training, he's giving you another occupation, just not a student. Now you're a dog trainer. So when you start having memories of athletics or performances, maybe you need that other individual, that dog that's going to come up and say, hey, you're my dog trainer. Remember, you trained me. Look how successful you are. And that goes ahead and brings it back to you. In sport, they call it performance enhancing drug, PED. It's supposed to give you the edge. Of course, if you don't have the ability, you're not going to be any performance better. If you don't know how to hit a baseball, you can take all the drugs in the world and you're still not going to hit a home run. It's like a racehorse. If you don't have the speed and agility and athletic, you can take all the drugs in the world, but you're not going to run any faster or better. You're going to be more focused, but that's what, you need to have. But, so I came up with another Bart's acronym, so PED, Performance Enhancing Dog. It's certainly a non-judgmental, unconditional coach or supporter that you have for the rest of your life that's going to keep you focused on the thing that matters most, you. And you can't have everybody else looking down on you. Remember, through this program, it rebuilds your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your self-trust. And that way you can carry on a whole lot more things than you did before. Right now, we're having an economic crisis, or a little bit of problems with gas and food and everything else, rent going up and everything else going up and money going down. But it seems that, our philosophy still is, we're here to get you a dog. It's for you to have the access and make it affordable where you don't have to worry about how much money you're going to have to pay for training. These other service dog organizations, they took hold of the deal and now have made some of the service dog training unaffordable for anybody at any place. Just remember, we're about accessibility and affordability. It's your time and effort that you're putting in, and that's what we're banking on, is you're going to put in the effort to train your service dog with your trainer through the TADSAW program. Hope everybody had a safe and healthy Memorial Day holiday. Remember our veterans past and our service members that gave their all during the wars. Some news came across the last week on Friday the 21st. The Trump administration just decided the real threat to America is a disabled person who owns a dog. HUD on that day told its Fair Housing Office that effective immediately, it would stop recognizing emotional support animals, dogs, cats, or whatever, and tighten what counts as a service animal for tenants with disability. So whether you're a tenant in a rent house or apartment or in the HOA, they want to redefine service animals. They feel like there's just too much people out there that are passing off dogs and cats and animals to benefit their health issues as a companion animal, emotional support animal, whatever. And that, you're just taking up way too much space in apartments that are available to rent and houses. So, and we're talking about seniors, we're talking about families, veterans, anybody with anxiety, depression, medical condition, where a doctor did not grant or give you a letter for a service dog because you had a cat and the cat took care of your needs. So the only thing that is between the service dog and the emotional support animal is that the service dog belongs to a person with a diagnosed disability or long-term mental condition and can be owner trained or organizational trained, but it gives you the right of access to go places wherever you need to go to do shopping or carry on to improve your quality of life. Your emotional support animal is really capable that you're not going to go through all the community, but you may have a long-term medical condition, but it's there when you're in time to stress and depression or anxiety. So that's what the animal is there for. The problem also exists is that Veterans Administration tells a lot of their veterans with disabilities that they can have an emotional support animal. But with this news now that, they're going to redefine service dogs, it could really throw the monkey wrench into our veterans' lives. And that's why when they call me, I explain the difference and let them know that, you can use a service dog. That's what your disability rating gives you, the ability to have a service dog, and only you, not somebody without a disability rating. So we follow the Americans with Disabilities Act. Hopefully it won't go before the Supreme Court and have them, challenge it and, throw away the law. But one can never tell. But we need to go ahead and watch our rights that we have and protect them for everybody else. Well, that was a lengthy soapbox statement, so I apologize. But let's get back to some other things. Donations. I want to thank the people that made donations in the memory of veterans for the Memorial Day holiday. I want you to all remember that our TADSAW fare at $7.50 a month and $15 a month. We could use another 200 news donors a month coming in on the TADSAW Care program. So please consider it. For birthdays, consider giving somebody a donation in their honor. They get their name mentioned on our building blocks on our donors page. It's a gift that will give them or give you the fact that you're helping somebody else. You're giving them a gift in their honor. We've got Father's Day coming up. So we had some Mother's Day in honor of moms. They gave the TADSAW Care the reoccurring donation for a year. Think about that for your dad instead of a tie or a book or a pair of sneakers, maybe a donation in their honor. And especially if your parents served in the military, it's a gift that really gives back to everybody. Check our website, Facebook page for the link for t-shirts. It's t-shirt season, and I'm all talked out. So we'll be seeing you on. There's a lot of dates in June coming up. I think our June. I wrote it down. Our June meeting, Facebook meeting, will be on June the 25th, Thursday. So we'll be here back at Lando Library with Mosquitoes and everybody else. We've got Father's Day coming up in June. We've got D-Day coming up in June to remember. We have Flag Day coming up. And for those of you that will be in Washington, D.C., see if you can get tickets to that UFC fight honoring President Trump's birthday on Flag Day. But I want to thank you all for joining me today. I want to thank Tickling Chat again for sponsoring the 1700th team. Thank you, John and David, and all the rest of you out there. I want to thank Full of Grace Marketing, Nia and Mel and Sarah and Michaelia and Jacob for supporting us and being here. And I just want to tell you all to have a safe, healthy, happy summer. Stay out of trouble. And we'll see you in June. And for those of you who aren't here in June, then I'll see you when you get back home from vacation. Thank you.